Hi you guys, I've not been so excited to unbox something in such a long time. Literally, I've ordered some houseplants and I have not bought houseplants in such a long time. It may not look like it because there are a ton of houseplants around me, but I really have not been buying plants this year. I've only bought maybe one plant this entire year for my home. But I ended up downloading an app. It's called Palmstreet, and basically it's like a live selling platform, but they also have like a marketplace where people can purge their collection and just mark things down to really low prices to plant collectors. And I've been addicted to the app, and I found this seller called Plant the Studio, which I'm already kind of really impressed with their tape on the box. I guess that's upside down. Like, isn't that cute? And she was doing a live stream where she was selling a bunch of Monstera Albo cuttings, and I have been wanting a Monstera Albo for such a long time, so I purchased that, and then I ended up purchasing a bunch of other stuff. I think that there's 4 plants in here, and then I'm expecting, I think, 2 plants tomorrow, and then there's gonna be another video probably next week with a couple more plants that I've ordered. I kind of went overboard, to be honest. But it's been such a long time since I've ordered some plants, and this is a small business based out of New York. And yeah, they actually did winter shipping, which I was really excited about, because being here in Colorado, I don't think I've ever ordered a houseplant this late in the year, but they offered heat pack and insulation, so I made sure to add that to my order, and this box feels warm. So let's go ahead and open this up and see how these plants look. I'm so curious to see how this is packaged after seeing how pretty the tape is. So far, I'm pretty impressed. She used a lot of insulation. I'll be able to tell you guys more once I see how the package actually looks inside, because I feel like that's what's most important to me when I order plants online, is like, is this gonna be like a messy experience? Another roll. Wow, this is kind of really well packaged. Yeah, and it's like taped down right here so that it couldn't move around at all. So it looks like it's just a bunch of, oh my God, it's beautiful. Oh my God, it's so pretty. Tons and tons of fluff. I'm gonna save this because I'm hoping I'll be able to sell cuttings of plants shortly, and this will be good to recycle. Yeah, and they're like taped down in here very nicely. Okay, let's actually unbox these now. So this is the first plant that I ordered. This is what made me start it all. This is a Monstera Albo cutting. It should be slightly rooted in this little pouch. Let's see. Yep, a tiny little root right there. So I'm gonna put this in some sphagnum moss, and then we'll put this in the grow cabinet so that it can grow some roots, hopefully. And hopefully it'll be as pretty as this leaf, because this is absolutely stunning. I've been dreaming about having a Monstera Albo for such a long time, but they're so expensive and the prices have dropped on them drastically. So this was only like $20. I ordered one last year, and it was right around the winter time, or no, it was 2 years ago, and it was before I had these IKEA grow cabinets, and I would not feel comfortable purchasing a cutting this expensive without having these grow cabinets, because it literally makes growing things so easy. I actually just got a clear plastic cup, and I filled it with some sphagnum moss, which is dry right now, so let's go ahead and get it moist. Actually need a little bit more. I make sure to save my moss. Anytime I get a cutting that's like packed in moss or anything, I save it, because then I never have to purchase it. I don't think I've ever purchased sphagnum moss before, literally, in my entire plant journey, which is kind of surprising. But I feel like everyone packs things in sphagnum, so it's really easy to just keep, dry out, and reuse. Okay, we got our moss prepared, and literally only thing I'm gonna do is just kind of stick this right into the solo cup. Oh my gosh, I love that this cutting literally fits down in there perfect, so that I don't even have to stake this or anything, I don't think. Yeah, just kind of shove it down in there, and this is kind of how it will live, and I will just put it in the grow cabinet. It is so pretty in my grow cabinet. All right, so the next thing that I ordered was kind of a splurge. I was like, you know what? I have been wanting that Albo Monstera for so long. I'm just gonna treat myself, and I'm also gonna get the Monstera Aurea variegated, which is the, oh, she's actually got this in moss as well. Good. I think I did the right thing then. She's got a little bit of perlite in there with her moss, but I think the moss will be just fine. Look at that. It's green and yellow variegated. So like this part right here is yellow and this part is green. There's a little bit of yellow up there. So pretty. And when it first emerges, this turns out really, really yellow and it fades to like this lime color. I just thought it was so pretty. And now I can have two different types of variegated Monstera, which I think is just gonna be so nice to add to my collection because as you guys can see, I love my Monsteras, but I only have the green ones and I've always wanted to add some different variations. And now that the price has dropped on them, I finally could afford to. I like this little clear planter it came with too. And it has her logo on it as well, Plant the Studio. Very happy with this. Let me see how the roots look actually, though, before I'm like, oh my God, I'm so happy with it. I feel like that's what's most important. Oh yeah, this has got tons of roots on it. There's roots coming out of a plug. Interesting, so she uses a plug to start them. So that's my second plant. I'm gonna give it a little bit of water. It's pretty damp already, but it has traveled, so. And then into the grow cabinet it'll go as well to root on. It's kind of anticlimactic because these aren't full-size plants, but at least you can kind of see what they're gonna be, and it's super pretty to look at just one leaf for a while anyways. And they'll fit in my grow cabinet at this size, which is nice. The last two plants I ordered are like super tiny little plugs, but they were just kind of add-ons. They were really, really cheap, and I don't have these plants, and I've kind of always wanted one of these for a really long time. The other one I was like, I'll kind of explain why I purchased it. This plug right here is a Philodendron White Princess, and it's not got very much variegation on it. You can see a little bit of variegation on this leaf and some splashing on these two leaves, but because it was so lowly variegated, I got to add this on for only $3. And I have a Philodendron White Knight, so I thought I might as well get the White Princess, and then or no, I have the White Wizard. So I have the White Wizard, and then I have the White Princess. The only one I need is the White Knight, and then I'll have the full royal flush of philodendrons. So that's kind of why I purchased this one. $3, and it adds to my collection. Let's see how the plug looks. Tons of roots. Very healthy. I've never purchased plants from plugs before, but I have purchased like tiny little plantlets from, I think, tissue culture before, so I don't think that I'll have any problem taking care of this. And then this one is the one that I've been wanting for a really long time. This is a Philodendron Florida Ghost, which it comes out with white leaves occasionally. Sometimes they're minty. It just kind of depends on how much light it gets, but I've wanted this plant for so long. And these have one of the most interesting leaf shapes when they are mature. And let's check the roots on this one. Ooh, tons and tons of roots on this one. Very nice. And this one was only $10, so that's why I added it on as well, because I've been wanting this for a really long time, and they used to be a lot more expensive. But now I finally have a little baby one, and I love growing plants from little babies. It's so gratifying seeing them grow from the immature leaf shaped all the way up to the mature one. That's how 90% of my plants were acquired, because one, it's cheaper to acquire plants that way, to be 100% honest, and two, it's just kind of gratifying to grow them from such small little babies. And it looks like there's something else here, but I didn't order anything else, so maybe this is a freebie? It's flat though. Oh, it's the heat pack. Oh, that's what that is. Makes sense. Perfect. So I think that that's everything. All right, so let's plant up these little baby plugs, put them in the grow cabinet. I'll show you everything all in their final little location, and then I'll be back tomorrow to show you guys what comes in tomorrow. I think I'm just gonna go with the handy dandy plastic cups because these little plugs are just not very big, and this will give them plenty of room to grow for a very long time, or some space to grow, if I should say. I cannot tell you how happy it makes me to see that Monstera Albo leaf. Like, oh, that is so pretty. And the Aurea is pretty too. It's a little smaller than what I was expecting it to be, but it is still really, really pretty. And then you can see the little Florida Ghost right there. And then I put the White Princess up at the top. It's so pretty. And my thinking was put the White Princess up at the top because it wasn't showing very much variegation. So maybe I can force it to push out more by giving it the most light I possibly can, which is right up at the top. Oh, I hit the fan up there. I took off the covers of the fan because they hung down low and I just didn't like the look of it. But now I have to be super careful because I have chopped leaves on the fan before, and you know, you don't want to get your finger in there either. And then if you go down from there, I have the Florida Ghost right here. And then the Aurea right here. I just put the Aurea here because I wanted to be able to see it from the cabinet. And so I felt like this was a good location. I also recently ordered some Anthurium seedlings. Some Pap, cross with Pap, cross with Pap, cross with Mag. Lots of crosses there, but I have 2 of those seedlings. I just ordered those last week. I said I hadn't ordered plants in a while, but I kind of considered this part of this whole purchasing, even though it was a different order. Anyways, I'll be back tomorrow to show you guys what else I ordered. Oh yeah, and overall, I would definitely order from Plant the Studio again. Everything was packaged very, very well, and everything looks great. So yeah, I would definitely order again. And it was so nice being able to order plants in the winter time. Like, I never even thought about like, oh, you can order a heat pack and insulation and just continue to order houseplants, because this is the time that I actually want them. So it kind of changes things. I think I might be bringing in a couple of houseplants this winter season. Also, I don't think I've shown you guys my other Monstera. I kind of have a variegated Monstera addiction. This is my Monstera Thai Constellation. It just put off this leaf. I've had it for a month and a half. Why is this starting to sound like I lied when I said that I haven't bought plants in a while? I literally had not bought plants in a while, and then I kind of went on like it started with the trickle. It all started with this one, truly, 2 weeks ago. And then I just kept ordering and ordering and ordering. And yeah, I haven't been feeling good at nighttime recently. I've been like having stomach cramps. So I've just been on that Palmstreet app literally shopping, which is quite dangerous, but I thought that this leaf was so pretty that I had to share it with you guys. All right, you guys, it's the following day and one of my plants has arrived. Another one actually is delayed, so I hope that it actually comes tomorrow, because tomorrow is Saturday, and if it doesn't come Saturday, it'll be Monday before I get that package, and I really don't want my plant to be in the mail that long. This package is from FGMN Nursery. I found them off the Palm Story app. I love their tape too. Like, I'm guessing all the sellers are just getting really cute tape for their shops, which I'm thoroughly enjoying. So let's open this up. This is only one plant. Also, if you're interested in the Palmstreet app, I'll leave my referral link in the description of this video. It'll give you $5 off your first order. I'm not sponsored or anything, but I have ordered so many plants from that app at this point, and like every day, I just keep ordering another plant. It's bad. And it's honestly so entertaining. Like, I love watching the live streams on there. I don't know, the chats are really amazing too. It's really nice to be able to connect with the plant community in like a live chat situation. It's very interesting, and I've realized that a lot of people in the plant community are very similar to me. All right, let's see how this is packed. packaged. I'm really excited about this plant because I got it for an amazing deal. They were having a purge sale on their shop, and I've never even seen this plant before. When I saw it, I bounced on it. They only had 2 available in their shop. And once I started to look it up online, I noticed that like this plant goes for way more than what I got charged for it. I spent $11 on this plant, and I've been seeing tons of sellers charging $50, $100. I saw someone charging $300 for a more mature version of this plant. And I will say the pictures, it didn't look like the absolute best specimen. Like it kind of looked a little sad, but this is a plant that comes from a mutation. So it may just be because it's mutated. I think that's probably why it looked how it did in the photos. Very good packaging, lots of bubble wrap, and I see insulation in here as well. And this is how I like to package plants too, is wrap things up into like a little cone, I guess is what you would call it, cylinder. Let me get this all unboxed and I'll show you guys it. Oh, I'm so excited. This is a Philodendron Gloriosum snow leopard, so it's variegated. The leaves look a little gnarled, but you can see that variegation on there. I think that the variegation is so pretty. It really does look like a snow leopard. I totally understand why they called it that. The leaves come out slightly distorted because this is a mutation that came from a seed. Like some grower was growing a ton of Philodendron Gloriosums from seed, and one of them had this unique variegation, and they saved it and then tissue cultured it, and now we have this plant. It's so neat. And this has multiple growth points on it. I was kind of really shocked about that. I didn't see that in the photos. There's one there, and there's one right there as well that looks like it's about to grow out, and then it's got one here. So I should have a nice bushy plant from this chunk. Very happy with this purchase. I know it looks a little gnarled right now, but I'll show you guys mature pictures of this plant. It's so pretty. Like, that is so neat. Tell me that's not like such a pretty pattern. Oh, I cannot wait to grow this out to maturity. I truly couldn't be happier with this. We'll definitely be checking out FGMN Nursery more often because I'm so excited I got to like cop this at a reasonable price before people started putting these on the market for a lot of money, because I think these are coming from tissue culture, and surely it should be an affordable plant in just a couple of years. So I'm excited to be able to be early on that trend. And there's nice roots on this too. Truly couldn't be happier. And I guess I'll be back tomorrow with my last plant of this haul. I also love that this is in a clear container, that it already has a label on it, and it's already potted up. So I don't have to do anything to this but give it a little water, and I'm gonna put it in my grow cabinet as well, just to give it high humidity in hopes to encourage the most growth possible. The Philodendron Gloriosum is truly one of my favorite plants. This is my non-variegated one, and you can see how mature it is. Look how big that leaf is. Is that not beautiful? I'm like absolutely obsessed. And that's not the newest leaf. The newest leaf is this one, which is even bigger. But it got a little bit of bleaching because it was too close to the grow light right there, that yellow. Normally the leaves are super dark. Still really pretty though. And this thing is massive. Like, look at the chonk on it. Goes like all the way back, all the way back, all the way to there. It's a crawler, so it creeps along. Normally the forest floor, and grows leaves. The cabinet is really starting to look more variegated. All right, it is Monday, and I finally got the last package from this little plant haul. Let's hope that it's in good condition, because this has been in the mail like for 9 days. I don't think they used enough tape. Like, it's a box within a box. Okay, plenty of insulation. Still looks healthy. I guess you guys can tell that I really like my Philodendron Gloriosum. Packaged in a little cup. You can see the tiny speck of sport variegation right there. Truly, based off the pictures, I thought it had more, but they took a photo of this wet, so you couldn't really tell. But there is a little speck of it on there, so I guess they didn't lie. And there is a little speck on the leaf before. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see how it grows out and see if it actually maintains its sport variegation or not. Hopefully it'll get more of it, because that's just a little blip. Maybe 2 little blips. Yeah, I think there's 2 little blips on there. Still a pretty plant. Yeah, after really looking at it, there's a couple splashes of variegation. There's a bit right here. I don't know if it's showing up on the camera. And then there's 1 splash here, and then 1 splash here. Okay, not mad at it. We'll grow it out and see what it grows up to be. You never really know. Let's hope for more variegation though. And we've added her in right here. Also, my Monstera constellation's putting out a new leaf, and I can see that it's fenestrated. I'm so excited that it's actually going to have splits in the leaf, because all of its leaves have just been the juvenile version thus far. Still pretty though. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below. Let me know if you're a gardener and you happen to get into houseplants in the winter time. Am I the only one? It's like I'm like not growing anything outside, so now I feel like I have to start growing things inside. It's a problem. I feel like I always have to be growing things. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys around for whatever video I come up with for next time. Bye! And I have some more houseplants coming.